All right, so we're back at the root cellar and we want to build ourselves a little shed or a lean-to. So we got the root cellar there. We've built this brick wall right here, and now we want to get ready to prep a little slab, build a little roof over, somewhere to put the lawnmower, and maybe some firewood for the winter months. So come on along and watch the show. All right, I'm done for the night. It's about 7:30, so we put in about 2 hours. We did a lot of digging. So you can see behind me, we dug out a big section right there, over here, and over there. So the plan is we're gonna do like a ledger board on the side of the root cellar there, and then we're going to leave the one side open, this side over here. We will bring a wall down this side all the way to here, and a wall across to that side there, and maybe put a decorative window in there, we'll see. But the idea is we want it to be a woodshed. You know, you can put your bikes out here, the lawnmower, you know, maybe your kayaks and something like that. So we'll take you along for the ride, and we'll catch you on another day. We got all the concrete done, the boys and I, and we got the forms in on either side. Now it's just a matter of grading it out and putting some rebar back in, and then calling the concrete truck, and then we're good to go. Now would be a great time to like and subscribe. Thanks. We have the concrete coming today. We're gonna be pouring some forms here, so we're just waiting on the truck, and then we'll be off to pouring. Here comes the truck. That's it, the slab's been poured and the bolts are in, so now we'll let it set up for a good 24 to 48 hours. Keep the kids and the dogs off it, that'll be a challenge, and then we'll be on to framing up a shed here. All right, we are gonna head to the hardware store and pick up some shed material. We got Ozzy and Dad here. We are gonna do some layout. We're gonna pull out these pressure treated 2x4s and use them as sills. We're gonna lay them out, figure out where our studs go, and then frame up the walls. So unfortunately we couldn't do the traditional framing, laying the wall out on the ground and then leaning it up, as there was a 1-inch drop on the slab. So we ended up putting our bottom plate and then top plate and stick framing in between, and it worked out quite well. The kids and I finished the other wall. Now we're gonna pack it up and go work on another project for a bit. We'll be back on another day on this.
Work on this.
That's right. Me and Dad working on this couple of years, okay? 1, 2, 3. The shed is all framed up and sheeted all the way around. Hey, Gilbert found a crazy bug.
Don't touch it. Ready? I touch it too.
No, let Gil do it.
Okay, Gilly.
Don't wreck him.
No.
There you go. We got it all framed up. I also got a haircut and all trimmed up, so that was nice. trusses are on. We just got to do some collar ties. It's all sheeted. So next we'll just be putting some 1x4 strapping across or sheet the roof, and then we'll put up our roofing. And I don't know, we might do poly or we might do metal roofing. We'll see, whatever we can find. So yeah, it's coming along really good. I'm really happy with it. I really like that smart panel board. That's really nice, a really nice product. Collar ties are in. I did every other truss all the way going across. Now I'm gonna put some supports across the side here. And then I'll put 2 sheets of plywood up there just for some extra storage. Just got back, I picked up some metal roofing. So the roofer that helped us roof the main house had some leftover metal, and I have a couple sheets of leftover metal to do the shed. So we picked it up, I'm gonna unload it, and then in another day or two, we'll measure it up, see what we have, and so forth. So there's the roof in there. All right, we gotta finish this shed, get this roof at least sheeted today, and maybe even skinned with some blue skin or tar paper. So we're gonna strap on our belt, get these sheets on. Time to put on the carpentry belt. It's been a few years, but this will speed up everything. Okay, we're up on top of the root cellar. We got to figure out the gable end that covers over it. It's a little bit tight over there. Like my wall should have been another 2 inches taller to get the 2x4. So what I think I'm gonna do is a 2x4 on the flat. It'll just clear it, I think. We'll come up here, we'll stay back a bit, and then we'll put maybe a piece of 1x4 in front, and then we'll put the fascia on over that. It'll kind of notch out over the roof. So yeah, I'm gonna try that out. Finished up the one side, kind of did a ladder. So I put the 2x4 on the flat, and then I notched out some blocking in between there. So that should be strong enough, and then we'll put the fascia on there. So we're coming along, we can finish off sheeting this roof on the one side. It's about 6:30, it's another day, and I just framed up this gable end here behind me. You can see there. So that's coming along, and I did also finish up the roof, sheeting it on both sides. The plan of attack now is to sheet the front of this gable here, right here, and I might use shingles, but we'll see. So we're going to sheet it, and I'll also put the fascia boards up the gable and maybe down the side as well. And then I got to do the gable end on the inside for the other end, and then I'll paper it, and we'll be good for the roofing. And I did pick up the roofing, we were good to go. We're just gonna wait on a roofer to come and install it. It's a mechanical one instead of snap lock. It's the same thing we used on the house. The roofer wanted to try it out, and so I said yeah, but would have been easier using snap lock. But anyways, we got the roofing. We have finished the roof. The roof is completely sheeted. Now we're gonna put some paper or some synthetic fabric down. So I think it's called platinum silver, I think is the product that we got. Let's just see. So on the house, we used a peel and stick. Yeah, here it is. Synthetic FT silver. So on the house, I used the same name brand, Platinum HT was called, and it was like a blue skin peel and stick. Great product, expensive. 140 bucks for 200 square feet. This is just over 280, so it'd be like, sorry, yeah, it's 280 square feet, so it'd be 280 bucks to do that. And it's a shed. So I'm gonna put this stuff on. These guys said they sell this stuff all the time for metal roofs on houses, so I think we're good. So yeah, so sit back, relax, and enjoy the product getting put on. Okay, so the roofing felt is on. Now we got to just, we're going to finish up the fascia boards, do a little bit of work inside, and I'm actually going to get the roofer to come out and finish the roofing, so that might take a day or two. Got both sheets up there. I got them centered, and I thought I'd give you a quick trick on how I centered that. So all I did is, I know the two sheets together are 8 feet. So we come across 8 feet right here. Let's move it down and make a mark right there. That's 8 feet. Right, then you can put the cape there, measure to your wall on 43.5. Then look at your tape, find 43.5, go right there, look down your tape, and you're like 21.75. So you want 21.75 on both sides of your 8-foot sheet. That'll put them smack dab in the middle. There you go. And that's how it worked out. So 21.75 to there, 21.75 to there, bam, our 2 sheets are centered. Just got to screw those off, and we're good. Okay, we're going to put up a piece of fascia board trim, just to be a divider between the shingles and the smart panel. So what we want to do is we're going to come up right to that edge there. We're going to take this tool here. We're going to slide it kind of along that edge there until we think the two are about good. So right about there, that'll get our angle. Maybe come down just a hair. There we go. And then we'll come over and we're going to transfer that onto our board, like so. I'm going to come up an inch, leave a bit of an angle there. So I'll show you the finished product in a second. The roof is done. The roofer just left. We had just enough metal. Actually, he said we were down to the last wire without having to do multiple pieces for one section, but it looks great. Yeah, you can see here. We've got the snow guard on, the roof cap, and the flashing all around. As well, we finished the gable front there. So that is perfect. So we are weather tight. Other than maybe some gutters, it is good for the winter, and then next spring we can give it a paint. So that is fantastic. I'm going to call that done for now, other than the door. And now would be a great time to like and subscribe. Well, it's another day and another project. And on days like today, when it's dumping rain, I'm reminded of Galatians 6:9. Let us not become weary in doing good, for at the proper time we'll reap a harvest if we do not give up. It's a reminder to preserve and to keep going even when things get tough. And today, we're kind of working on a tough job. So, we're in the shed and we got to build some shelving. So we're going to do some shelving here and some shelving over there. It's an absolute bomb in here. So I've moved everything over to here and into the root cellar and a few things outside. And I'm gonna take you along for the ride. So come along. The floor isn't 100% level. So to get this at the same height over there, I'm gonna measure from the top plate. So coming down, you just come from the edge there, 21 1/4. Let's just write it down. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run 2x4 from one side to the other, and then I'm gonna add some going straight out and some up and down. I've reached a crossroad. I got to put up another support beam right there. I didn't get the sheeting in, but the sheeting's all jam-packed over yonder. So, and I need some way to cut the plywood. Kind of feel like the lawnmower needs to get out of here. Then I could build my shelving that way and get the plywood kind of in the middle. And then I can finish it up. What do you say? Think so, let's do it. Alright, today we're going to be installing the gutters. Long overdue. I'm ready. So let's do this. So I went and got the gutters at Home Hardware, similar to Home Depot or Lowe's. They come in 10-foot lengths. So this is 12, so we're going to have to cut and glue some pieces, unfortunately. Unlike the house where we had seamless gutters, a lot nicer. Anyways. Alright, we're putting an end cap in. So you just pick up these end caps. This just clips on, like so. And then I like to just give it a little bit of a crimp with a pair of pliers. Right, once that's on, just take your pliers and just bend it over. And then we can just caulk the inside there. Alright, that'll hold just fine. The first downspout is installed. Took me a while to figure it out, but I got it. Here's the finished product. And here we are up top. We're finished gutter number 2. So now we got bonus round gutter number 3 on a gable roof. I bet you can hardly believe that. Let's check this out. So the gutter's on, coming down and spilling out right here. I might have to put some rocks or something there so it's not a tripping hazard. All right, for bonus round, gutter number 3. Okay, so when I built this root cellar, I wasn't thinking I was gonna put a shed here. So I slanted the concrete roof this direction. And as you can see, this is dry, but over here, there's a little bit of moisture and there. and it's dripping on the edge right up top there. So I'm gonna hang a gutter on the top here and then come down and go out the side there. All right, stay tuned. We're in. Okay, now I'm gonna go to the other side. I got one or two more to do over there. Okay, we gotta get the gutter now from the inside to the outside. So I'm gonna come through the wall here. So we know we've got a seal plate, it's 1.5 inches, and then our gutter is about that high. So I'm just gonna draw around this, and we're gonna go tight up against this guy. Maybe not too tight. Plug your ears. All right. Okay, we're good in the head. Now we just gotta put our pipe through. Okay, so we got the all the gutters on, all 3. Here we are in the back, so that one's all done. I put a bucket on it just to weigh it down as the caulk dries. And then coming around to the other side here, I put this one in the front. I'm not too sure I actually like that. I would have preferred it to be in the back, out of the way there, but then the water has to go in front of the slab, and I didn't like that idea of eroding it. I guess I could have dug a trench, but anyways, for runoff, I think in the front works better. And then we got that one in the back corner there, and then I've got the roof of the root cellar dripping into this piece of aluminum here, and then down and out. All right, that was a big job. Didn't really want to do, but it's done, and I'm glad it's done. I think the trick is just doing a little bit each day. You know, take one step at a time, a little step forward. Inch by inch, it's a cinch, they say, hey? All right, thanks so much for watching.